नमस्कार, मैं सुगंध सिंह स्पष्ट दृष्टिकोण टीम की तरफ से आपका हार्दिक स्वागत अभिनंदन करता हूं। दिस इज आवर सेकंड लेक्चर ऑन वेस्ट वाटर ट्रीटमेंट एंड डिस्पोजल। In this lecture, we shall going to discuss various wastewater quality parameter and their importance. Any locality or any industrial sector consumes certain quantity of the water, which after consumption transformed into the wastewater. For example, a locality consumed water 70 to 85% of it transformed into the wastewater. This wastewater cannot be discharged directly onto the land or a river because it will going to contaminate them. Therefore, it becomes very necessary to treat this wastewater before disposing of into the land or a river. To give treatment, we should have understanding of wastewater quality parameter. We shall give treatment for those parameters which are beyond their permissible limits set by the government agencies. So let's discuss this parameter one by one. Please do watch this video very carefully because many questions have been asked in various examinations. Wastewater quality parameters can be classified into three categories: physical parameters, chemical parameters, and biological parameters. In physical parameter, we mainly study turbidity, color, odor, temperature. In chemical parameter, we mainly study dissolved oxygen, biochemical oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, pH, total solid, suspended solid, total dissolved solid, etc. In biological parameter, we mainly study most probable number. Coming back to physical parameter, first turbidity. This parameter is analyzed only for the drinking water. Even let's discuss it. Turbidity is mainly caused by the presence of suspended matter which interfere the passage of light through it. The standard unit of turbidity can be produced when 1 milligram of finely divided silica dissolved in 1 liter of distilled water. Turbidity in the field can be tested by turbidity rod. However, in the lab it can be tested by turbidity meter. Next parameter is color. Color in the wastewater can be temporary or permanent. Temporary color is mainly caused by the presence of suspended solid such as silt, clay, sand, which can be removed after settling. Whereas true color is provided by vegetation and organic extract colloidal in nature. Standard unit of color can be obtained by adding 1 milligram of platinum cobalt in 1 liter of distilled water. Color can be measured by mean of tintometer. As per CPHEEO manual, all efforts should be made to reduce the color as far as possible. Next physical parameter is odor. Dissolved organic matters and gases impart odor to wastewater. It can be measured by threshold odor number, that is TON. Threshold odor number can be given as A plus B divided by A, where A is the volume of the given wastewater sample, B is the volume of the distilled water used for dilution, A plus B is the volume of diluted wastewater. As per CPHEEO manual, all efforts are made to remove odor as far as possible. Next parameter is temperature. When volume of water is very large, it is not practically possible to control the temperature. It can be measured by mean of thermometer. As per CPHEEO manual, the temperature shall not more than 5 degrees Celsius above the receiving water temperature. As the temperature increases, activity of microorganisms increases, which enhance the oxidation of organic impurities. As we reduce the temperature, activity of microorganisms reduces, which reduce the oxidation of organic impurities present in the wastewater. In chemical parameters, we have pH. It expresses the intensity of acid or alkaline condition of solution in the form of hydrogen ion concentration. In wastewater treatment plant or sewage treatment plant, pH must be controlled within the range to maintain favorable condition for the microorganisms. pH can be measured by pH meter and can be represented in pH scale, which is invented by SPL Shorshand. Permissible limit of pH for disposal of wastewater into a lake, river or any ocean is 5.5 to 9. However, permissible limit of pH for drinking water varies from 6.5 to 8.5. Water molecule dissociate in 1 mole of H plus ions and 1 mole of OH minus ions. As per the electrolytic law, concentration of H plus ion and OH minus ion divided by concentration of undissociated molecule is equal to electrolytic constant. For pure water, concentration of undissociated, that is water molecule, is 1. However, we can say electrolytic constant can be H product of H plus ions and OH minus ions. So we know for pure water, concentration of H plus ions is 10 to the power minus 7 mole per liter. As water molecule produce 1 mole of H plus ion and 1 mole of OH minus ion, hence we can say whatever the H plus ion produce, same concentration is OH minus ions. Hence we can say H plus ions into OH minus ions is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 14 moles per liter. From this we can get pH plus pOH is equal to 14. Mathematically, pH can be represented as minus log of hydrogen ion concentration, where hydrogen ion concentration should be represented in mole per liter. So this is very important So this is very important term. pH is equal to minus log of H plus ion concentration, where H plus ion concentration should be represented in mole per liter. pH plus pOH is equal to 14. Based on these two terms, we can calculate pH, pOH, concentration of H plus and concentration of OH minus ions very easily, and many questions have been asked in various examinations. So please take care of this note. Next important parameter is dissolved oxygen. All living organisms are dependent on oxygen in one form or another form to maintain the metabolic process to produce energy for growth and reproduction. All gases of atmosphere are soluble in water to some degree. However, nitrogen and oxygen are poorly soluble since they do not react with water chemically. Solubility of any gas is mainly dependent upon the temperature and partial pressure. So we can say dissolved oxygen is the total amount of oxygen present in water or wastewater in dissolved form. Minimum dissolved oxygen 4 mg per liter should be there in the water body to sustain the aquatic life, or you can say for the survival of aquatic life, minimum 4 mg per liter of dissolved oxygen must be needed. Dissolved oxygen is mainly dependent upon the temperature. If pressure remains constant and if we vary the temperature, then at 0 degree Celsius maximum oxygen can be dissolved in water is 14.6 mg per liter. At 20 degree Celsius it is 9.2 mg per liter, and at 30 degree Celsius it is 7.6 mg per liter. In wastewater, dissolved oxygen is the important factor that determines whether biological decomposition is brought by aerobic or anaerobic microorganism. Measurement of dissolved oxygen. In a lab, dissolved oxygen can easily be measured by modified Winkler method. It depends upon the reaction that release an amount of iodine equivalent to oxygen originally present. Standard solution used in this test is sodium thiosulfate using starch as an indicator. Chemicals used are manganese sulfate, alkali azide, concentrated H2SO4. Next important chemical parameter is biochemical oxygen demand. It is the total amount of dissolved oxygen needed to oxidize biologically active organic matter at a specific temperature over a specific period of time. Generally, it is measured at 20 degrees Celsius after 5 days of incubation period. Generally, it is represented as BOD 5 20 degrees Celsius. This is also called standard BOD. If we use water for irrigation purpose, then BOD in that water should not be more than 100 mg per liter. If we discharge the wastewater into a sewer, then BOD should not be more than 350 mg per liter. If we discharge the same wastewater into a river, then BOD should not be more than 30 mg per liter. Mathematically, standard BOD can be calculated as L bracket 1 minus e to the power minus kt, where L is the ultimate BOD in milligram per liter, K is the deoxygenation constant per day, T time in days. In a lab, BOD can also be calculated by calculating the amount of dissolved oxygen present at initial stage and after 5 days of incubation period. So we can say 5-day BOD at 20 degrees Celsius is equal to final BOD minus initial BOD multiplied by dilution factor. Generally, 5-day BOD at 20 degrees Celsius for domestic wastewater may vary from 180 to 220 mg per liter. BOD of effluent discharged into the water body should not be more than 30 mg per liter. If a wastewater having a BOD 220 mg per liter, then we have to reduce the BOD to 30 mg per liter, then only we can able to discharge the wastewater into any water body. Significance of BOD. It measures the self-purification of a river. It also developed engineering criteria for wastewater treatment plant. It also measures the biodegradability of wastewater. If BOD is very high, means wastewater is biodegradable. We can go for biological treatment for disposing of the wastewater, or we can say for oxidizing the organic impurities present in the wastewater. Measurement of BOD. The measurement of BOD is same as measurement of dissolved oxygen. In BOD, we measure the dissolved oxygen at initial stage and dissolved oxygen of same sample after 5 days of incubation period. Therefore, we use sodium thiosulfate as standard solution while starch as an indicator. Other chemicals used in BOD test are calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, ferric chloride, and phosphate buffer. These chemicals help to maintain the favorable condition for microorganism to grow, so that we can reduce the lag period of microorganism. Next important chemical parameter is COD. Chemical oxygen demand is the total amount of oxygen required to decompose biologically active and inactive organic matter into a stable product. It is widely used for measuring strength of domestic and industrial wastewater, as it needs very less time when compared with BOD. Permissible limit of COD in wastewater is 250 mg per liter. Measurement of COD. Ferrous ammonium sulfate is used as a standard solution. Ferroin indicator is used as an indicator. Other chemicals used are potassium dichromate, sulfur sulfate, mercuric sulfate, concentrated H2SO4, etc. Now let's compare BOD and COD. BOD is the total oxygen required to degrade biologically active organic matter. However, COD is the oxygen required to degrade biologically active and inactive organic matter. From this statement, we can say COD is always greater than or equal to BOD. There may be a case when BOD is equal to COD. This is when biologically inactive organic matter is absent. This may be in the case of glucose or sugar industries. BOD to COD ratio indicate about the biodegradability of the wastewater. Higher the BOD to COD ratio means higher biodegradability is there, so we can go for biological treatment. BOD ultimate to COD ratio should be in between 0.92 to 1. However, BOD 5 to COD ratio should be in between 0.63 to 0.68. If the ratio is very low, then we cannot give biological treatment. Else, if the ratio is very low, we cannot give biological treatment, then we have to go for chemical treatment. So BOD to COD ratio is very important. It determines which treatment we should go for, whether it is chemical or biological. If the ratio is very high, then we will go for biological. If the ratio is very low, then we will go for chemical treatment. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click on bell icon. Don't forget to subscribe. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.